ask, just in terms of you described that you mentioned the fact that you've been writing for a very long time. How long have you been writing for?
I mean, I feel like I've been writing since I was 8.
Okay, okay, and how long did it take you to bang this out?
The first draft was about 2 months.
It took you 2 months from concept to execution.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I said that was fast.
I mean, that is. Is it just me? That's really fast. Like 2 months to bang out an entire draft of a book. I think that's like really mind blowing, and I'm literally sitting here questioning my life and literary decisions. I'm thinking to myself, need to write shorter sentences. The chapters need to be shorter.
Try it. You know what? It's
Like,
by trying, because it's by trying different things that you now see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And you might be like, you never know, short sentences might be your thing.
it really might be because yeah, this life is very short and climate change is real. Um, okay, I also wanted to ask about some of your influences. One of the things that I have been told when you're writing is, as much as possible, do not read, because what you're reading will find its way into what you're writing. Do you agree? And either way, were there any writers or any specific books that influenced this particular novel?
I don't know if I agree or not. I've heard that before. I don't read as much when I'm writing, but that's because I'm usually in a really feverish state, and it's hard for me. Like I get very easily distracted, so I wouldn't necessarily. But then it depends. Like if I'm, sometimes I will read in between because I have to. Especially now, where like if I'm going to be on a panel with other authors and I'm writing, I won't say because I'm writing, I'm not going to read the content that I'm on a panel with. So it's not really an argument for me. I will do whatever works for me at that time. Um, and there's nothing wrong either way. Even if you read between, before or between or after, like you're influenced by what you read, regardless. So whether or not you have it at the back of your mind, you are influenced by. And there will be times when I see a writer do something and I'm like, damn, okay, like I have to try. I have to try this thing and see if it's something that will work for me. I'm a big fan of trying different styles, so I will definitely try something if I see it and it works. Um, but as for influences, um, I don't really know. I think, again, it's not, I don't feel like there were any conscious influences. However, now when I look back, I think about Great Expectations quite a bit because Great Expectations had Miss Havisham and Estella. And Miss Havisham, if you don't know, she was basically this woman who was left at the altar, and she was so pained that she never took off her wedding dress again. Like she wore her wedding dress basically till she died, and it was same wedding dress, and it was like crumbling, like it was barely held together. But because of the pain, she has this ward, this girl who she's bringing up, and she brings up the girl to be this cold, like she basically trains her to be like a heartbreaker, to damage men the way she was damaged. And I see a little bit of Estella
In the
in there. So yeah, there's sometimes when I think, oh, actually, there is a little bit of. There was even this book with Pharaoh's, I think, Beautiful Daughters, which is a picture book, and it's such a beautifully illustrated book. And it was about two sisters, and one was quite evil, and the other one was, even though it's one of these traditional tales where the evil one is punished at the end or learns something at the end or whatever. But they were both beautiful on the outside, but one was not beautiful on the inside, and the other one. And they go through a series of tests, so yeah, I can sort of see those.
I actually wanted to ask you about